Hello again, and welcome back to Haut-Beyleron. Not very long has passed since our last video. We are still in August, and I am getting on with the cultivating on our little field, so the one that has been harvested. So we're going to get this cultivated. As you can see, we've got some quite stony ground here, so the cultivation is bringing up these stones. There's actually some quite large stones in there. Now, you've already seen there's a few stones on our other field, the one that we drilled with grass seed in the last episode. So what my plan is to get all of these fields cultivated, so we've got the stones on the top of all of them, and then we will probably lease rather than buy, just because it's a bit more cost effective, a stone picker to use, and we will pick up the stones and we'll see what we can do with them. We might be able to take them and sell them, in which case we might see if we can make enough money to pay for leasing the stone picker. That is pretty much what we're going to be about at the moment. We've got a little bit of money left over from what we bought with us previously from Attingham, but that's going to start running out. I'm hoping maybe later on this episode, in the next couple of months, if we get there, that we might be able to get some crops harvested, get maybe those soybeans harvested, or the sunflowers, and get a little bit more income that way to see us through the winter. I'm going to keep going with this. It's a very small cultivator. Thankfully the field isn't too big, but when we get onto some larger fields, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. We might want to get upgrading some of this gear sooner rather than later. I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Hello again. It is morning and we are in September now. So, unfortunately our crops aren't ready to harvest yet. It's going to be more like October before they're ready. So I had some time to play with, so I've come out to do a couple of contracting jobs on some of the other farmers' fields. Already done a contract on field 5 with some sunflowers in it, and just putting some fertiliser down on that. At the moment I am out on field 26, which has got corn planted in it, and again I'm just spreading some solid fertiliser down on the field, just give the crops that kind of final push they need before they're ready to harvest in a month's time. I am running a little bit low on fertiliser, so I think I'm going to have to give Susie a ring in a minute and get her to come out and bring some more fertiliser bags out for me, give me a bit of a top up, because these fields are quite a lot larger than I was expecting them to be. They're definitely larger than all of our fields put together, which probably is why the farmers need a bit of help doing some work on them. So Susie and I have just been to pick up the harvester. She's running just ahead of me, in the tractor, and she's got the header and header trailer, and I'm driving the big harvester. Obviously, other side of the road and all that. Susie's just a little bit on the cautious side. Speaking of which, she appears to have stopped. Just get out and just check she's alright. Yeah, so she was fine. She just couldn't remember whether it was this turning or not. Oh, let's be careful. Let's not crash into the back of the header trailer with the harvester. So she's going to pull up just on the road up here. There we go. Oh, yep. And I'm just going to duck inside with the harvester and get this through here. We'll probably try and sort out getting it out. What on earth is that pig doing out of its pen? Right, shut this off. I'm going to go chasing a pig. I will be back. Well, I caught him, managed to get him back in the pen. So all is good. And it did mean that I managed to overlook, as we were coming in, our new greenhouse that has been put up for us by some very kind builders. Thank you, builders, who put this up for us. So we thought, especially with winter coming up, it would be good to get another little revenue stream going. So we're just thought we'd have this greenhouse built, and then we can grow crops over the winter, and it can be another little revenue source. Wow, that took all the water. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back to the river at some point and fill this up with some more, but for now we're going to head inside and we're going to spend a couple of hours planting up in the greenhouse. You know how things worked very quickly in the greenhouses on Riverside in the allotment. I have a feeling things are going to work quite quickly here as well. Well, there you go. We've spent a little bit of time in here just planting these up. And there they all are, looking absolutely great. So, I'm going to take this water trailer now and see about filling it up somewhere, possibly in the river. So I will probably catch up with you once we're back here. No, this side of the road, isn't it? Pat, what are you doing? What are you doing in the middle of the road, you daft dog? Let's not tell anyone there was a water bowser on the farm. There goes that pig again, he's escaping. I don't know how, we will have to find out. Give chase again. Come on, Pat, give me a hand. Come on, Pat! So I'm just out and I'm going to put some solid fertiliser down on our canola field. We've got a nice wide spread width on our spreader, so shouldn't be too long, probably 2 more passes I think. A little bit of driving on the crop there, nobody saw. So I've leased this grassland roller and I'm just rolling over our grass that we sowed in August. It is flattening it down a bit, and it's just going to thicken up the growth and kind of effectively add extra fertilising into it. Basically, it will increase the yield when we come to do a cut. Exactly how we're going to process that cut, I don't know. Obviously the horses will need hay, but I don't think we're going to have time to make hay before the bad weather comes. So I think probably what we'll just end up doing is cutting it, collecting it and putting it in the bunker silo, fermenting and making a bit of silage with it. So that seems like a plan for us to go with. As you can see, there are still the stones in here. I haven't picked those out yet. I do need to at some point, but I think what I'm probably going to do is lease a stone picker to do all of the fields together. So I think this is probably a really good point for me to end this video. Hopefully see you on the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Please jump on the like button and share this video with your friends. If you're not already subscribed, do get subscribed to the channel. But most important thing of all, have a great day.